Welcome, beautiful people, to the very first episode of VITV. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first episode of VITV. My name is Steve Sampaio. I am your host, and I'm the guy on the job site. So what is VITV? VITV is pretty much going to be a show that we're going to have right here on YouTube and only on YouTube. And it's going to be pretty much a rundown of what we've done throughout the month. From time-lapse, installation, some testimonials, some interviews, some very fun stuff. But obviously this being episode number 1, it's learning curve. So we'll see how it goes. That being said, you're only going to get the videos here on YouTube and not on our social media, which is Instagram and Facebook. So if you are interested in seeing these videos and seeing us actually working at the client sites, you must subscribe to our page right now, like the video, and turn on notifications. And do me a favor and share. So for some of you, you don't know what Vintage Ideas is. So Vintage Ideas, here it is. So Vintage Ideas is a company that my wife and I had started back in 2013 when we bought our farmhouse out here just in the rural areas of Milton. As you can see right behind us, this is our farmhouse that we had purchased, and so we had decided to fix it up because obviously it was in bad shape inside. So we fixed it up and we loved all the cool things that we made, and a lot of our guests who came out to visit us loved it also. So we decided to start a company called Vintage Ideas and to provide these services for other people, not just for ourselves. So anything from shiplap to barn beams to stonework to harvest tables and furniture, we do it all. False beams, barn doors, and just to bring that little country flair or farmhouse flair to your home in the city or in the rural areas. So this is how it all started. Started right here at Steve's Acres. Well, let's get down to our very first job, and we're going to Acton, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to install some barn doors. Here's a time-lapse of us installing 2 doors on hinges and also 2 doors on a nice, beautiful track. Check this out. Barn doors do match what the client had produced for his railing on his staircase. The client provided the stain and we made him look like the railing. So Good job. That is awesome stuff. So BarnDoors nowadays becomes the art of today. So back in the day, you used to buy a painting, put it up on a wall. Well, today you get a barn door. Our barn doors come in 13 different colors, but you know, something creates such great ambiance in a room. So contact us today if you'd like to have one of our barn doors installed at your house. So now, going to our next project, we're going to Milton, Ontario. It's a little town just outside of the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, and we're going to install the Black Creek Series Cubby, one of our most famous ones. So come and check this one out. We're back here in Milton, and we're just going to finish up our cubby. So last week we were here and we installed our shiplap, and we also did the bench, and the beautiful client had painted it throughout the weekend. So now we're back here this week and we're going to install the hardware. So we're going to do some shelving up here. We're going to do 6 coat hooks right here. So let's get cracking. How goes it, everybody? So here we go. Here's our Black Creek Series cubby, closet cubby. So what it is, pretty much, this is a closet from the builder. Client removed the doors. We came in here last week, installed the shiplap. Behind this and this is 1/2 inch shiplap and solid wood pine. Behind the shiplap, we have 3/4 inch plywood, which you saw in the time lapse, that we install on the wall first. So giving a nice 2-inch screws onto these hangers and these brackets so they're not going anywhere. You also have the nice bench here so you can put on your shoes, hang your coat, and that's it. This is the first thing you see as soon as you walk in through the front door, but it's very functional too. As you can see, I've already hung my coat. You see? You just take off your coat, you hang it, you take off your shoes, and you're in. And it's great. And you put baskets up here so you can have your mitts and your hats and all your kids' stuff up here. And it's pretty much how it goes. Cubbies are so functional, especially the closet cubbies. Doesn't take up any square footage in your house because you're already using square footage that was allocated for a closet that was just being filled with clutter and stuff. But at least now, it's like a showpiece, okay? Till your next time, guys, for another cubby coming at you with vintage ideas. So the question is does farmhouse country belong in a city home? So listen, I'll be quite honest with you, it's your own personal residence. You can do whatever you want. So bringing country and farmhouse to your home is a great idea. We've done houses in the past where very ultra modern houses, and we've installed barn doors in those houses, and how awesome does that look? It's very eclectic, and that's what it is today. It's not about doing the same thing, like sticking to the same style. You don't have to follow a rule book. Do eclectic stuff. That's what's popular right now. Add some rustic to modern, add some modern to rustic. So the question is, does it work in a city home? Absolutely. And that is the answer to your question. So this next job, it takes us to Moffat. It's a small little community just outside of Milton, and it's cute. It's probably about 30 to 40 houses, and we're going to go into this one home and install a false beam and 4 columns that match. And then, after the new year, we're going to go back into this home and install a stone fireplace and a barn beam fireplace mantle, which you're going to have to wait to episode number 2 to see. But for now, let's see this false beam and columns get done. So, let's go. So 2018 has been an amazing year for Vintage Ideas, and we made a lot of new contacts. One of the contacts that we did make was Lemon Drop Design Studios in Georgetown. They're on Main Street. Now with Lemon Drop, they're not really a store, they're a studio. So if you're planning on doing a reno in your office or at your home, you would go to Lemon Drop and they can design it for you. Now with Vintage Ideas, we're actually their rustic supplier. So we do all their rustic stuff. So if you ever want to see our display, go over to Lemon Drop. But anyways, this job is going to take us to Orton, Ontario, and here's a little with Jen. Obviously you never met Jen. You're going to see Jen right now. So we're driving out to Orton, Ontario. We're going to install 2 fireplace mantles for Lemon Drop Design Studios. So ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to Orton, Ontario. Jen, have you ever heard of Orton, Ontario? No, me too. Orton, Ontario is north, okay? It's northeast of Erin, Ontario. So We're heading up there, Jen and I, to install 2 fireplace mantles and 2 small countertops for bookshelves. That's going to go on either side of a fireplace. And it's all for Lemon Drop Design Studios in Georgetown, which you guys probably know that we are in-house there. We have a showroom, a show display at Lemon Drop Design Studios. So now let me introduce you to Jen, because you're probably wondering who this beautiful blonde girl is next to me here. So Jen works with me as my second pair of hands. Right, Jen? Jen is camera shy. Are you camera shy, Jen? Jen, are you excited to go install some beams today on this beautiful, cold, wintry, snowy day?
Absolutely stoked.
Okay, good. So Jen has been my second pair of hands on any job that requires more than one person. So she's been working, side by side with me for a little bit now. So we're going. Now, Jen, she is very talented. Jen, tell us about yourself, Jen. She's very talented. She's an artist. She likes to paint. Jen also loves woodworking and refinishing antiques. And so she's not really a desk person, so no. She's a hands-on, let's get cracking, work type of woman. And and that's who Jen is, pretty much. Right, Jen? Did I get it down pat?
Yeah, he did a great job.
Okay, good. Yeah, so now we're going to Orton to install stuff. And we've come to the end of our first episode of VITV. Thank you for watching. So some of the other new episodes we're going to be coming up with later, some ideas that we have, are before and after of our farmhouse. So we have some of the footage from 2013 when we first moved in. So that will be coming up. And obviously, we're going to get Carrie, my partner in crime, on camera sometime. She is camera shy. But anyways, until then, our next episode will be released at the end of January, which will be episode 2. So Happy New Year. And I hope 2019 is a prosperous one for yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.